Welcome to another episode of the Constitutional Confederate. I'm your host, John. So, this is kind of sort of a cross between a rant and a public service announcement. Just got out of one of my psychology classes. One of the girls in the class decided to use statistics that she got off of Facebook and TikTok. Why the hell would anybody use statistics off of either one of those sites? Because they're almost always wrong. But the statistic that she chose to use stated that 90 to 95% of females either already have been or will be by the time they graduate raped, molested, or sexually harassed. No. If you go to the FBI crime statistics over the last several years, female victims of rape, molestation, and sexual harassment have been on a steady decline. As I have said before, the number of male victims has been on a steady increase, a larger increase than that of the decline of the females, which is actually a pretty good amount decrease. So no, your statistics are wrong. But during this discussion in the classroom, some genius decided to say that the offenders needed to educate other offenders to not do it. Entire class got really pissed off when I said, if this is a societal problem, which it is, why isn't it up to the entire society to solve the problem, males and females alike? Why are you pushing this off on all men? Now, you turn around and you go back and you add the statistic of the number of male victims for rape, molestation, and sexual harassment steadily increasing while the other is decreasing. How about, since we're the ones that have a real problem, an increasing and growing problem, how about we push it off on you? The other thing that I mentioned was the fact that I taught my kids, I've got 3 daughters and a son. I taught my kids at a very young age, started teaching them self-defense. Somebody else came around and said, me as a female shouldn't have to learn self-defense in order to feel like whatever. And then she turns around, ooh, this is supposed to be a feminist, women power, right? Independence and equality. But she wants to sit there and say, I shouldn't have to learn self-defense. There shouldn't be a need for me to learn self-defense. So I said, why is there an issue with everybody in society learning how to defend themselves? I was like, look at what happened during the Nazi reign in Germany. Look at what's going on to the Uyghur Muslims and the concentration camps in China right now. I said, look at the active live slave trade in Africa right now. The genocides that are taking place in South America and in Africa for certain tribes. I said, what is wrong with a society as a whole knowing how to defend themselves? Doesn't matter if you're male or female. Oh, they didn't like that one. But if they're all about equality and they keep saying that they can do the same thing that any man can do, which I totally agree. But why are you so up against actually doing it? Why do you not see that it's a responsibility for society as a whole, and you think that it's something that needs to be either put on males or it needs to be put on the perpetrators of the crime to go and educate others to prevent the crime? Here's my theory. How about society gets together, whether they've perpetrated the crime, been a victim of the crime, or don't fall into either category, and start teaching that this is wrong. These are the things that you don't do. If somebody tries to do this to you, let's teach you how to defend yourself, or at least how to try and prevent it before it even happens. You don't solve crime or prevent crime by throwing people in jail and locking them up. I've said this many times. You get down to the root cause, you find out what is causing people to go and do these things that are perpetrated against society, because if they've done it to one person, they will do it to another, or already have done it to another who may not have reported it. How about we figure out the root cause and then start preventing the root cause or solving the solution that has led to this problem? And that takes society as a whole, male, female, and everybody else just alike. Of course it went out. So yeah, I pretty much just pissed off my entire class. I am one of 3 males in this psychology class. And I gotta tell you, I'm kind of disappointed that it seems like the other 2, well, one was definitely pissed off as well, siding with the females, and then the other one just kept quiet, so he was probably irritated as well. Why? That's my question. Why? You want to say that it's a systemic societal problem, which your statistics that you're using have actually been proven to be false and made up. And then you want to say that it's the perpetrators who need to find the solution to the problem. I don't know. That just doesn't make any sense to me. But you know what? That's honestly just about as good and makes her statistics of 90 to 95% of females are going to be raped, molested, or sexually assaulted and harassed by the time they graduate. That's about as accurate as these people who run around saying that every male is a rapist and sexual assaulter, because they're not all. And I still don't see anything or understand anything being wrong with every person in society having to take a self-defense class. Having some idea how to defend themselves. Despite what you think, bad things don't happen just within the community from community members. Bad things happen from outside the community, or people coming into the community from outside. Honestly, I don't care if you believe that females can do anything that a male can do or not. There's no reason for you to be sitting there relying on everybody else to take a stand for something that you once stood up for, but you're not going to stand up for yourself. That's just the way that I look at it. I guess I'll leave it here for now. I want to hear back from you guys and see what you think. You can reach me at theconstitutionalconfederate.com. Click on contact, send me a message. You can also email me, constitutionalconfederate1978@gmail.com. Once again, constitutionalconfederate1978@gmail.com. You can comment below this video. Try to share it on social media once I get this loaded. You can comment there as well, but I'd really love to hear from you personally. The other thing that I would like to hear from you is, what are your ideas for solving this problem? Since obviously the people in my class want it solved by somebody else. And they also think it's systemic. What are your thoughts on it? Give me a shout out. If you like what I have to say, share it to your social media. I'm getting shadow banned or kicked off of more and more of them. It's the price I pay for having independent thought. Till next time, you guys watch your 6.